Cam Skattebo. Drafted in the 4th round by the New York Giants, Cam Skattebo's season came to a stop in October after an ankle injury, but instead of disappearing, he jumped straight into Twitch under the handle SkatPack. He's picked up about 130,000 followers and turned his downtime into a content playground. He's been gaming, chatting with fans, posting updates, and turning weird moments into viral gold. One clip, where he went all in on the correct way to eat a taco, exploded across the internet. When he hit 1,000 subs, he celebrated with an energy drink Chewy from his own cleat. Yes, his actual football cleat. He's clearly not afraid to treat fan engagement like a sport of its own. These streams have become a new way for him to stay connected while rehabbing. It's not just about playing video games. He's showing off his personality to people who might not even care about football. Right now, streaming seems to be his way of keeping his name out there and giving fans a front row seat to his recovery. It's fun, it's weird, it's working. Whether it turns into something permanent or just fills the gap until he's back on the field, he's made it his own. Drake. He is not clocking hours on Twitch or Kick like a full-time streamer, but when he shows up, the internet tends to notice. Back in March 2018, he joined Ninja for a Fortnite stream that hit over 600,000 concurrent viewers, smashing Twitch's record for a non-tournament stream at the time. That single night pushed streaming straight into pop culture and turned Fortnite into a household name. It was the moment gaming went from niche to mainstream, with Drake as the unexpected co-pilot. He did not stop at guest appearances either. He became a co-owner and strategic advisor at 100 Thieves, attaching his name and influence to one of the biggest esports orgs in the game. That move helped turn the group into a cultural brand, not just a competitive one, and pulled more eyes from music and fashion into the streaming world. Later, he popped up on Stake, joining crypto gambling streams and pulling in massive viewership again. These appearances tied him to the Kick and gambling streamer scene, showing his reach extends way past the studio or the stage. He might not stream regularly, but when he does, it shifts the culture and reminds everyone he still controls the spotlight. By the way, if you guys like streaming content like this, I would really appreciate it if you could subscribe. Thanks. Neymar. He built one of the largest streaming followings of any professional athlete, using Twitch to connect with millions of fans through games like Counter-Strike, Call of Duty, and Fortnite. He played regularly with professional gamers and top creators, especially Brazilian esports pros, and his streams pulled in huge global audiences. His sessions often featured high-energy gameplay, real-time reactions, and casual moments that quickly went viral across social platforms. During periods of injury or recovery, streaming helped him stay in the spotlight and kept his fanbase engaged when he was not on the pitch. These streams were not just filler content, they became part of his identity, blending football fame with digital culture and helping him connect with younger audiences that live in both worlds. His interactions during live matches and competitive rounds added a raw, unscripted layer to his public image. Neymar used streaming to move beyond traditional sports media and carve out a space in gaming and esports that matched his celebrity status. By stepping into the digital creator world, he expanded his reach and reinforced his global brand in a way that felt personal, direct, and completely in sync with the way entertainment and sports now overlap. Devin Booker. Streaming under the handle D-Book, he has built a steady presence on Twitch by diving into games like Call of Duty Warzone, Apex Legends, and NBA 2K. He has openly called himself an avid gamer, and his time on stream backs that up. During the 2020 NBA shutdown, he leaned into Twitch and broadcasted for up to 10 hours a day, giving fans a way to connect with him when basketball was on hold. That stretch showed how committed he was to gaming as more than just a casual hobby. He also used the platform for good, running a charity stream that raised funds for COVID relief and donating $100,000 himself while partnering with Phoenix Suns charities. His Twitch streams added another layer to his public image, showing personality, humor, and focus in a different setting. The move helped him stay visible during off-court stretches and allowed fans to see him in a more relaxed and interactive space. Instead of waiting for press conferences or highlight reels, fans got real-time moments and unfiltered conversations. Streaming gave him a digital lane that complements his NBA career and helped solidify his presence in gaming culture as well. Lando Norris. He turned a global racing pause into a streaming breakout, building one of the most followed Twitch channels of any professional athlete. During the 2020 shutdown, while Formula 1 was parked, he fired up Twitch and started streaming games like iRacing, Rocket League, Call of Duty, and the F1 series itself. His channel quickly passed 1 million followers, fueled by his laid-back personality, constant interaction with viewers, and streams that felt more like group hangouts than celebrity appearances. He jumped into virtual racing events and official esports competitions, helping bring motorsport fans into gaming and vice versa. Media coverage of his racing began to include highlights from his streams, and viral clips gave him an audience far beyond the racetrack. He did not stop at just playing either. He co-founded Quadrant, a content and gaming brand that signs creators, competes in Halo esports, and produces a wide range of digital content. That move turned his streaming side project into a fully formed business. By building a real presence in gaming and esports, Norris reshaped his public identity. He became more than just a driver with fast laps. He became a crossover figure who connects digital culture with global sport. Sauce Gardner. While locking down receivers on the field, he has also been building a Twitch presence under the handle Sauce Gardner, where over 200 to 8,000 followers tune in for gaming sessions and creator collabs. His content includes live gameplay and streams alongside other personalities, showing that he is not just logging in to pass time. In 2024, he went even further by announcing a Call of Duty tournament featuring NFL players and content creators, with prize money and public involvement. That move signaled a clear effort to grow his presence in the gaming space and connect with fans outside of just football. Streaming lets him show a different side of his personality, giving fans access to something beyond interviews and post-game clips. By branching into gaming, he adds another layer to his brand, reaching younger audiences and building community in spaces where football does not always show up. Even though his primary focus remains his NFL career, this content side hustle builds visibility and opens the door to sponsorships and digital opportunities. While it has not overtaken his football identity, it expands his profile and helps cement him as part of the growing wave of pro athletes stepping into the creator space. Soulja Boy. Before most artists even understood what going viral meant, he was already charting with Crank That in 2007 and debuting at number 4 on the Billboard 200. He built his empire using MySpace, YouTube, and SoundClick, proving early on that the internet could break an artist without any help from radio or major labels. Now he streams under the handle Soulja Boy, clocking around 75 to 79 hours a month on Twitch. His content mixes gaming, live music creation, and unreleased tracks, giving fans a look at what he is working on in real time. Average viewership floats around 150, with peak streams just under 1,000. He is not breaking records on Twitch, but he is still showing up and creating, which is more than most legacy acts can say. His influence goes beyond numbers. By mixing streaming with music and leaning into his digital roots, he connects with both longtime fans and a newer audience that was still in diapers when he first went viral. His career was never just about one hit. It was about building a direct line to the people. Streaming is just another tool in the kit he built years ago when everyone else was still printing flyers. DDG. He built a massive following across Twitch and Kick, with around 2 million Twitch followers and a streaming schedule that could make a night shift nurse sweat. A lot of his content dives into live music creation, where fans get to watch him build songs from scratch like it's a behind-the-scenes factory tour, except louder and more chaotic. In March 2025, he went full mad scientist with a 7-day non-stop hit-a-thon stream. Fans picked beats, gave real-time feedback, and shaped an entire album that dropped on May 2nd. That album, Blame the Chat, landed at number 131 on the Billboard 200 and pushed about 10,000 units in the first week. The whole thing was built like a group project, except this one actually got turned in. DDG said more than once that streaming helped get rid of the whole YouTuber label that used to follow him around like a ghost with bad taste. It boosted his credibility, exposed his raw process, and kept his name spinning on TikTok. He even pointed out that streamers sometimes make more than rappers, which might explain why he leaned so hard into it. With award nominations and chart placements, streaming didn't just support his music career, it helped define it. T-Pain. He jumped onto Twitch back in 2016 and stuck around long enough to turn it into a full second act. As his chart presence slowed down, his channel started picking up steam thanks to a mix of real gaming skills, sharp humor, and live music sessions that showed off the kind of talent you usually do not see outside a studio. Over time, he doubled down by launching Nappy Boy Gaming, putting streaming under the same umbrella as his music brand and planting his flag in both worlds. The magic here is that streaming let him sidestep the nostalgia trap. Instead of just being the guy behind early 2000s club hits, he became the funny, talented streamer your favorite content creator probably follows. He said point blank that Twitch ended up being more profitable than his recent music, which says a lot considering the man has platinum plaques. On top of the money, it gave him a new audience, one that may not have even been alive when Buy You a Drank dropped. Now he's got sponsorships, a tight fan base, and a platform that keeps him relevant without needing a new album. Streaming did not just boost his brand, it rewired it completely. T Grizzly. He carved out a massive presence on Twitch by diving deep into Grand Theft Auto roleplay, building out full characters and storylines that drew tens of thousands of viewers. His streams turned into a spectacle, spreading across TikTok and YouTube like wildfire. It did not stop at just streaming though. He launched Grizzly World RP, a paid custom GTA server that he owns, turning gameplay into a business. At one point, he said he was pulling in over $200,000 a month from streaming and the server combined, outpacing his music income. That shift showed how serious he was about turning streaming into more than just a hobby. With viral clips flying around online, he kept his name out there even between album drops, and pulled in fans who might have never heard his music otherwise. He managed to blend gaming and rap in a way that felt natural, not forced, and in doing so became a blueprint for other rapper streamers looking to cross over. Streaming gave him a steady spotlight and a brand new audience, proving you do not need a single or a tour to stay relevant. He used the platform to expand, not escape, his career. Logic. In 2020, right after announcing that he was stepping away from rap, he signed an exclusive deal with Twitch and started streaming regularly to over 529,000 followers. His content blended gaming, casual chats, and music, offering fans a different kind of access that felt more laid back than the high-pressure rap world he was stepping back from. It looked like he was trying to trade the noise of social media for something more community-driven, shifting focus to games and live streams instead of chasing headlines. That shift came just days before the release of his album No Pressure, which ended up being anything but his last. Despite the big Twitch deal, there's no strong evidence that streaming ever became a main piece of his career. He kept making music, dropped Ultra 85 in 2024 under his own imprint, and stayed focused on albums rather than building a full-time streamer identity. His Twitch activity slowed, and there were no major album rollouts or campaigns built around streaming. While the move gave him breathing room and a new creative outlet, it did not become the engine behind his career. Streaming was a side path, not the new road. Juju Smith-Schuster, he built his Twitch presence while still playing in the NFL, making him one of the first active players to fully lean into streaming. He launched Team Juju and started playing games like Fortnite, Call of Duty, and Among Us, quickly gaining traction as a gamer with real personality. He streamed alongside creators like Ninja and Tim the Tatman, bringing together sports fans and gaming audiences in a way that felt natural. These collaborations pulled thousands of viewers and made Juju a recognizable figure far beyond the football field. His digital reach grew even more when he co-founded Team Diverge, an esports and lifestyle organization that expanded his role from streamer to gaming entrepreneur. Streaming kept him in the spotlight during breaks from football and helped him stay relevant with fans who might not watch a single down. Viral clips from his gaming sessions popped up regularly and added another layer to his brand. His visibility translated into major sponsorship deals and turned him into one of the most marketable players in the league. Streaming did not just complement his football career, it expanded it completely. He proved that athletes can build something lasting in the digital spaces while still dominating on the field. Gordon Hayward. Long before athlete streaming became a trend, he was already deep in the game, literally. Known in the League of Legends community for years, he turned his gaming passion into a visible part of his public identity. Streaming under the name Gordon Hayward 20, he played titles like League of Legends and Fortnite, and this wasn't just a casual gaming after practice. His connection to the esports world got him featured in official Riot Games commercials, putting him in rare territory as a pro athlete embraced by a major gaming publisher. This digital presence added serious weight to his brand. During injury stretches when he was off the court, his gaming activity kept him in front of fans, making sure his name stayed in rotation even when he wasn't suited up. It also helped him land partnerships and sponsorships that usually skip past traditional athletes who stick to highlight reels and post-game interviews. His crossover appeal brought together NBA followers and esports audiences, expanding his marketability without needing a stat sheet. Gordon Hayward made gaming more than a hobby. He used it to build a lasting public image that lives both in and far outside the arena. Sergio Aguero. After stepping away from football, he did not just disappear into retirement, he logged into Twitch under the name SLAKUN10 and quickly built one of the biggest streaming followings among pro soccer players. As of June 2020, he held the Guinness World Record for most Twitch followers by a soccer player with over 1,653,000. His streams mix gaming, especially FIFA and other popular titles, with laid-back chats that show a much more casual side of someone who used to dominate top-tier defenses. But this was not just about fun on stream. He launched KRU Esports, an organization that turned his interest in gaming into an actual business. He has also taken on commentary gigs for major sports networks, proving he is not stuck in one lane. Streaming helped him shift from legendary striker to digital creator without fading from the spotlight. It keeps him connected with fans and brings in a new crowd that might not have even watched him play. Aguero has used streaming, esports, and media to build a second act that does not depend on his old highlight reel. He is not just remembered for football now, he is active in a whole new world. Demetrius Johnson. Widely known as one of the greatest flyweight fighters in MMA history, he added another dimension to his public image by stepping into the streaming world under the handle Mighty Gaming. Instead of leaning into fight games or simulations, he focused on a broad range of titles, making it clear that he uses gaming to escape the intensity of his professional life. He has even said that fighting is already his real job, so there's no need to simulate it on screen. His love for gaming started long before MMA, and streaming gave him a space to share that passion with fans. At one point, he openly considered leaving fighting behind to stream full-time if the income covered his needs. The Twitch channel let fans see his personality outside the octagon, and his involvement with gaming startups showed that his identity was not locked into being just a fighter. But the reality of full-time streaming set in. He later admitted that the grind and unpredictability of the platform made it unsustainable as a long-term replacement. Streaming became a side platform, not the new main stage. Johnson still games, still connects, but fighting remains the core of his public presence.